What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that board and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch. Hey there, welcome back to, well, the ruins of Stinkenheim. Cause if you missed last time, it was a fucking disaster, and due to some traffic trouble, we had to delete the entire old city. Rockfield and Farthington survived, because those are, well, they probably have traffic problems too, but they're small enough that it's not a problem. Farthington might have traffic problems, but I think we'll always keep Rockfield this size, so Rockfield will get by with its mediocre traffic flow. And then Delta States, Puyallup Glade, and Riverside are okay. I want Crowley Circle to survive, but maybe not these connections on Crowley Circle. We tidied this one up, actually, but then there's this, which it's the only way to Delta States is the problem. We have this little strip mall here that we could probably make that look fancier with some plopping. I actually really like this one. It's a little outdoor plaza and then like a parking lot coffee shop. Hey fellas. But yeah, Riverside, and then this is how you get into Puyallup. We mapped out Mustard Meadow, which is going to be a new suburb here, and then we have Mustard Heights, sorry, Hamburger Heights, and then once we come down off the cliff, which would be, let's check the elevation, should be around here. This would be New Stenchburg, because we're building a whole new town. We got to leverage all this land available. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. What's up, TTA? Well, admittedly, I'm a little flustered that I fucked up last time. I would say I fucked up because we knew the old city was a dump from the start. Oh, there's a little wood grove left over there. Did you see that? We have to build an entire fucking town from scratch. Which, oh yeah, I wasn't gonna cancel the streams outright, but yeah, we hit a fucking major stumbling block. But I knew this was coming. I knew the old city was a dump that we just unlocked stuff with. And then, so we have to... Let's do a little bulldozing here, and then we'll address my rudimentary knowledge of how traffic works. Hey there. So I touched on it briefly, and of course there's a bunch of stuff online, and videos and written tutorials and stuff, but we have to pay more attention to our road hierarchy, which is... You have your arterial roads, and those are regional roads like highways. Redmond Parkway, we're hoping to keep an arterial road, and then you fall down onto things like collectors, and then a collector road would be something like Valerio Boulevard, which is high traffic, has a lot of commercial businesses, but Valeria had too many turnoffs. And then the collectors are fed by local roads, and a local road is something like the road Fat Cow lives on, Blake Drive or Dixon Drive. And the problem is people were cutting through the city to get to Valerio Boulevard, but they were taking a local. They were taking a local road to get to a collector road. That was heavy truck traffic and tourists, and that's really where things fell apart. So we have a grid, well, not a grid, but we have a blank slate here, and it's going to be empty until we unpause it. So hopefully we can get a better feel for our traffic flow from this bird's eye perspective without buildings in the way. Try to think objectively. And also while we're in this state, we'll want to plan out our mass transit. I'd love a tram now that I think about it. I don't think the tram will get a lot of use compared to the subway and the buses, but I'm pretty sure either the vanilla tram or one of the trams I have modded in is a nice, like, old-timey San Francisco-looking streetcar. And that'll be nice to run through part of the town. And remember, we also have to accommodate a rail line, because I want a cargo rail to come into the old harbor district here. And I think that would make sense. Like, you would, you'd be like, shipping out your fish, and there'd be some light industrial use here, so that would also have a rail line. Yeah, you'd have industrial use because it was the riverway. Before we had choo-choo trains, you'd just build your shit and sail it down the river. So we have a bit of land here. There's some hilliness here is a problem. The hills will probably be absorbed by the old harbor district, and we can get a nice sort of view of the waterfront with some like terraced commerce and industry, maybe some offices. Any other decorations? Just a knocked over tree. Some rocks. I don't think any other of the lands... No, based on these sort of curvy trees, this might have been some infill from Dixon Place. I'm not sure. But basically, we have to identify where cars want to go and give them ways to get there easily. So let's start off with a collector road, which shouldn't be a highway because highways don't allow zoning, but just for some starter aesthetics, we can start off with that. And then we can move it over to something like this. No, that's a 6-lane. Gross. We want a 4-lane. I'm thinking we can also do something like a 4-lane with a tree median, and then don't let people turn into traffic when they enter the collector that way. So that'll force them into a roundabout where they U-turn, which might be bad, but I think it's worse if they're U-turning on major roadways. But, you know, so just a starter, we sort of got to kind of wind our way through the land we have available here, and then meet up with Crowley. We'll start off with something straightish. I hope that's enough. That's kind of close. That's kind of closer. That might cause some trouble. At the same time, though, this road's really only here because it was at odds with Federal Square. We could access connection. And maybe widen Riverside a little bit to the key. And then maybe like this right here is how you get into Riverside. Let's try that. Let's try that actually. Maybe some one-ways, because I would like a sidewalk just for the look of it. Start with me. So yeah, like if you're turning off the roundabout, there's a lane there, and then if you're turning on, there's a lane here, and then we would ditch this avenue. I think we'll do that. It's like this is a... I like the look of it. I like these dopey turns, because it creates some interesting roads, but they're just fucking murder to drive on, I'm sure. So this edge of Riverside needs some character, but that also frees up a little bit more real estate, maybe a better shape, because then we can just sort of like build up here and capture this now, which is a more manageable shape. That bike path serves no purpose now. And what's this? Just a rock that I put there, which I thought was pretty neat. But... so we're here. I don't want this ditch. There's some interesting elevation going on here at the circle. God damn it, did you reset when I looked away? No, you didn't. Oh, I'm at -4 meters. No one said to do that. There we go. It's a pretty steep ascent. Let's see if we can grade this with the toolkit. It's an 11% grade, which I think we have over in Farthington, but we want something like a 9 or an 8. And a 7. That's pretty smooth. Maybe a little dangerous to like roll down the hill into the fucking Crowley Circle traffic, but I really want to maintain Crowley Circle just because I liked how this little like baby nature preserve worked out. I swear, I'm pretty sure I've seen steeper grades in Farthington, and people don't mind those. Yeah, this is... we have some 9ers at this overpass, which does look pretty fucking dangerous, but people don't actually crash into each other. That might be a little unrealistic at 9% grade, but I feel this one's pretty nice. So So we've got this, and then we kind of just want to like wind it. Not quite. I mean, we could just do a big U-turn. And this also sort of, well, not squares off. It gives us like a nice triangle for the Old Harbor District. The Old Harbor, I feel the Old Harbor District needs a roundabout. Or some sort of nice, I feel roundabouts. I don't think there's really room inside the city for a big interchange in a European-style city. I mean, American cities, they love to have highways fucking slice through them. And I suppose, in a sense, like large roads do cut through European cities. But I don't want a big fucking on-ramp collection. You see some people post pictures of that stuff, and that's like an efficient way to run a town. Like, it's a little too gamey for me though, because I really like stuff like Rockfield Cross, and it's not the most efficient way to build a big town relative to its footprint, but it looks really nice. So we're actually going to wind off a little bit over here as well, because I want to capture some of this land. And I feel that this is way too sharp. Not. Come on, straighten up. Actually, what am I doing? We have the toolkit for shit like this. We'll put it on arrange it line. Let's tidy this up. Nope, no. That looks like a sharper turn though, but if you say so, toolkit. If you say so. Yeah, I definitely can see why you wouldn't have a major roundabout. So that's an interesting shape, I feel. And then we can still have other collectors.
Exquisite.
I'm not sure where, because it's like, oh, you know, we could do something like this.
I think we have a moment, so let's go to the listener emails and see what they have to say.
But then this is a pretty major intersection, not too far away from Crowley. We want a lot of wiggle room when you leave these roundabouts, because that's where the problems begin, right? Like, there's never traffic here, because there's plenty of space between the roundabouts.
But it's much more pleasing to listen to the sound rather than the manufacturing process. Or the
come off, Crowley. Man, what I wouldn't give for the ability to drive on my roads, like SimCity 2000 or SimCity 4, that'd be nice. There's some first-person mods. You can, like, hop in a vehicle and follow it on its way. I think Justin mentioned that's just built in on console. But
again, for the message.
So this looks like a highway, but we are actually going to slowly turn it into some city road. It's still 4 lanes, so you're just going a little bit slower. And we maybe, I doubt it, but we maybe might also be able to discourage traffic cutting through the city by fiddling with traffic limits and also vehicle limitations. So you could find like a major road that everyone wants to use and be like, per lane, you're not allowed to have trucks. Trucks can only go in the turning lane, for example, or maybe trucks just can't go on this stretch of road at all, so that they'll path a different way. Or we can do something like, you know, the speed limit is 30 for one stretch, maybe near some houses, maybe so you don't T-bone a little kid. And then maybe they'll want to drive to another part of the city because of that. But because I already have Pretty Princess Fever, let's change these trees. Because I always have the right priorities when I play City Skylines. I'm feeling a crown tree. Where's Crown? The fuck are you? A little weird spacing right at the start, but I think that's because it's a node. Sometimes they clip through the lamppost, but I don't really think I can avoid that. Like, I didn't even customize that stretch and it's happening. I wish I could paint this. I might be able to. It's actually kind of nice. I actually like that. The crown tree's a little too imposing. So you'd come in off the roundabout, and then you're kind of in the city, and then this would be some yeah, it is commercial. I watched some road hierarchy stuff from City Planner Plays, who's pretty much the only Skylines YouTuber I watch. And he does just line his collector roads with high-density commercial or high-density residential or office, but he does put things on his collector. So if we're managing our traffic properly, I guess it's because if you're driving along, this is another thing we can do, maybe, if I'm right, is we do something like the road is 50, but the shoulder here is 40, so that way people will prefer the outer lane unless they're making a delivery, so that we can sort of encourage people to pass one another, I hope. But, so this would mostly be like housing, but this is going to be a lot of industrial traffic, so I have to get people off of this collector somehow without causing a bunch of fucking trouble. And I think that's going to be a problem. I think this is going to be, well, literally this is New Stenchburg, but I think this is going to be the new trouble district at the old harbor, which is a shame, because I really want to make this harbor district. I suppose we could just make it like almost no industry, right? But for the look of it, I want that. I want like some old-timey like warehouses and old factories, and then like some lofts that have been turned into apartments or breweries or coffee shops. So it's like a gentrified factory district. And then, I mean, I don't think I want to put a suburb right next to Puyallup Glade, but then we have to put something more city-esque here. And then I guess the best way to build a town is to tell a story. I learned from Rockfield and Farthington, so why would this be a suburb? Why was this land not developed beforehand? I think, if I recall some of the lore we had, is that Riverside and Delta States weren't part of Stinkenheim until recently. So maybe Puyallup Glade was the same thing. Maybe it was like this whole part of the coastline, including Mustard Meadow, not Hamburger Heights. Hamburger Heights would belong to the city, but Mustard Meadow and then Whispering Gorge were bequeathed to. I actually saw this for some Stinkenheim lores. I saw this off in the distance. There's a little castle there. Maybe that's where Lord Farthington lived, and over the generations, his estate declined and he had to sell his land or bequeath it to the state. So that's why we have this old hunting ground here is now university, and then maybe this nature preserve over here also used to be his, but then we claimed it and we started developing it. So maybe that's why there's a rather like post-war looking modern suburb when there should be an old town development. And the same thing for Mustard Meadow. And then for Mustard Meadow, I think what we'll do is we'll come down the hill, but then we'll also have an off-ramp. So if you want to leave Mustard Meadow, we can get you onto the highway, and then you can take the roundabout into town, or you can drive up through Hamburger Heights. Because Hamburger Heights won't necessarily be industrial. It'll be New Stenchburg will mostly be industrial. Because I don't think you'd build industry up on a hill, because that's prime real estate, and it was probably not reasonable to build factories on hills in the olden days. So I imagine like this lowland would be where we put the factories. So I mean, we've got the spine of Stinkenheim. This worries me a little bit. I feel maybe I didn't leave myself enough space in this bulge. We can probably actually maybe just... Give me the eyedropper. We can probably just do... something like that, which is god-awful right turns, but then maybe we also want a roundabout and an interchange here. Because I feel we're not giving them enough ways out of the town. So this will just be a huge bottleneck roundabout, even though we made it kind of big. Look up the Hamburg waterfront. Well, I might, because I think we're going to go hands off in the old Harbor District for a while. Which is a problem, because that means we're just ignoring the interchange that they'll need. I mean, what we could do is we could punch out here. And then this would be the harbor part of the interchange. Which I think we'll do, actually. And then, yeah, this was a fucking mess. Actually, we have the toolkit. I'm not leveraging the toolkit enough. This thing's incredibly fucking powerful. There. Smooth that up a little bit. It's actually a little bit of a hill there. Neat. And then we come up here, and then that gives the Crowley Circle roundabout something to do. This is interesting. I'm not sure how we'll develop this, because it's right off of a collector. This is actually very tight. We could just widen Puyallup. We could just widen Puyallup, which I think we'll do. We can widen it over a couple blocks, and that'll get us not a lot of people. It'll get us maybe like an extra 100 people living in that suburb, but get some good infill there. Some interesting elevations. Okay. Get our friend the curve tool. Probably starting around here. This is rosewood, apparently. So you come off, and then this is... It's like it's got a bit of a squiggle to it, but I mean, you're going straight-ish. The one downside is with all these curves is the commercial districts are going to be really fucking fugly. I'm going to have to do a lot of move it to make these look reasonable. But you're not supposed to have a lot of intersections on a collector, but we're kind of going to cheat, like I said, and we're going to do... where you have to go with the flow. So this is, so if we were to put a road right here, for example, fucking City Vitals, man. It's funny because City Vitals has useful information that I ignore like an idiot. We'll make that a stop sign though, because we're not done doing a little prototyping on this, are we? So, for example, you're not allowed to fucking cross here. We'll give you guys some pedestrian overcrosses. Passes is the real word. And you guys are allowed to... You're allowed to do it too. Fuck this. And then... You're not allowed to turn. You have to go. And you also have to wait your turn. And then... Just do just a little intersection line marking. We get that little emergency median for the service vehicles. So the one downside is you're kind of trapped, depending on what side of the road you're on. I suppose when a collector meets a collector, that's when we'd let you switch. But that's what I'm thinking. And then now that we've freed up this side, because we also have this entrance, which is maybe a little too low traffic for Riverside. I mean, you can also get into Riverside from here. This is for getting people in, and this is for getting people out. So I think the getting people out part of Riverside might need a little more... maybe not, though. We'll see, right? I don't know. This is actually a very important road now, but I feel Riverside's kind of small. I feel with 2 lanes just good enough. And then we have to somehow... How the fuck am I going to get to the... Because I don't know if the Old Harbor District really needs a loop. I feel it just needs like a straight line. A spine. Well, technically this is also spine, but... This Rosewood Street has scoliosis. We're fucking Christ. I don't mind this, but I don't know why the hell the tools keep resetting. It must be something I'm pressing. So you get off the roundabout this way, and then yeah, I feel the... If we let these guys turn as well, I feel the Riverside traffic won't be in your way. Because it would be really nice to grab... Really this would open up a lot for the Riverside district, because we can slowly... Actually... There's only room for like 1 block of shit unless we wanted to slowly level this away and make retaining walls, which we could. Oh, I had a theory I forgot to test with making retaining walls. That's my fault. That's my fault by a long shot. Yeah, but yeah, some Harbor District here. How much room did I give the Harbor District? Quite a bit, but at the same time, we're not going to be able to open this. This is a little too much. Maybe the old city uses this stuff. And then this is, I don't even know what we're going to do here. It's kind of dumping people out from Riverside, but then they're trapped next to a collector. Well, this is why we want the pedestrian overpasses, isn't it? Fucking highway crosswalk, I caught ya. Oh boy, where do we start? Puyallup Glade, remember, is we're going to widen it. Oh Christ, I'm on the delete tool. There we go. That's the entirety of Puyallup Glade. So let's see what kind of ugly-ass zones we have. Yeah, pretty much every single building. There's actually some nicely sized buildings. We're getting a lot of 3s and 4s. Sorry, they're all 3s. Oh, there's some 4s. Once the road... Oh, Christ. I like curved roads, the zones do not. So now we gotta get off this collector without causing a fucking ruckus. And while also trying to, because we are going for like an old towny feel, is we want these angled roads like Farthington and Riverside. Farthington, I feel, is a little more British. We definitely want tight density for aesthetics, so... I don't know. Some of the dense blocks in a European city would be very square. So maybe this curve was a bad idea. Let me curve here and then here, but let's get straight a lot quicker. Let's just curve tool that a little bit. So a little bit. There and there. That's not as bad. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the old road. There's nothing wrong with this road.
The classics, where we
So you
harp on
would
the
turn, and then
corners
it's
and
straight. So
flout
this is
the
like
locusts.
definitely a Valeria Boulevard sort of thing. And that also gives us a little more room, because I completely forgot about that rail line we need to run to the Harbor District, so. In fact, we could put the rail line right here. I think there's some potential here for a little world building. I hope. I can see it in my mind's eye, you know, like I want to split this up into 2 one-way streets, and then instead of the trees, it's a railway ditch like that. Where's that prototype? Yeah, this little fella. And you know, I did want to test that theory. I had that one thing, and I never figured out how it worked, but I think I finally understand it. The road, the terrain flattener. Come on, landscaping tool loads the slowest. Was it fences? Or was it paths? I think it's a path? Where are you? Where the hell are you? Canal. There you are. So you have to place it by a road, but then I think we use the move it tool. The problem is the road flattener does have to physically exist. So we do this up here. But then I think we also place another one down below, and that's how we make it very flush. And if this is right, this gives us a lot more room to work with on our little railway ditch scheme. Okay, so we're here, right? And then you're... Something might be amiss. Well, that's the... So, I mean, you do your job. So, I think it's this guy's fault, because I lowered this with Move It. So, let's get all this shit out of the way. Lesson learned. You as well. Oops, no. Lower it a little bit. A little bit more. And we right click to set that as our origin. Well, sorry, our destination, our desired depth. Okay. Now where are you? So he stays at this height. But where's your friend? Where's your friend? Canal. So then you're... Nope. It's not quite square, which is weird. But I thought his job is to be square. Oh, it's probably the road's fault. They're not playing as nice as I'd hope. I mean, it's kind of flat. Yeah, they get a little grumpy when they're near each other. I feel maybe this isn't the fix, because it's going to be such a large retaining wall to hold up the train. I don't want a bunch of these things that will have to finagle. So I think we'll go with the key approach. I think if you use like ploppable props to cover up that janky terrain, that might work, but I think just for the scale we're working with, we'll go with the key. And fill this back in, because that was just for fun. definitely that was all modded, so the terrain tool, I'm sure, gets a little upset when you start to play God like that. So I feel like this has a lot of access, and then this area is missing some access. But a new stench bird we can also offload some of the development onto, and then also this train depot needs to go. Let's get started, though. I forget how fucking deep I wanted that rail trench to be was the problem. I shouldn't have done that in hindsight. Let's do that rail trench, though, because I think that'll add a lot of character and help us define our road network. Because, yeah, I would love for the train to go between the lanes on a collector. I think that would look really sharp. A little room on our canvas here. This is a cargo train, so we want cargo train tracks. Canal. There's a lot of stuff in that canal tool. I want it to be kind of close. Maybe not. Maybe though. Maybe I do want it to be right up against the train tracks. Forgot to grab a reference photo, but I've seen these, and I think Amiens. I'm sure other European cities do this approach. You know, they had to run the train through their old city. But I feel maybe that's a little too close to the tracks. Like, there's not enough clearance for the trains. Well, there's a bit of a shoulder for the train, but, you know, normally a train's much wider than the tracks. So we're here. Let's go 2 back. That seems a little too roomy, but I feel the other one is too narrow. Like, this is kind of crazy. I don't know, left or right? Right doesn't see... I mean, no, looking at it, right does have enough room. You're right, the train does have to fit over the arch anyways. Oh, no, yep, you're even more right, Justin. It has to fit through the gates. Perfect. So, yeah, we'll go with the more narrow one. Because we don't want to lose too much real estate. I like the aesthetic of it, but we don't want to lose too much real estate to this. So, yeah, this one. And then the most obnoxious part here will be the arches. No way to get away from the burning wreckage. That's where you're wrong again. Yeah, actually, you're probably right, but I want to see. We can pretend with the stairway key. No, you'd be fucked. Unless you can jump 15 feet up in the air, you're fucked. Invalid shape. Don't fucking start with me. That's interesting, though. So the reason I'm actually trying to avoid these ones because this looks great because you're like, oh, it's a pedestrian walkway. That's wonderful. But the problem is once we try to cross over it with bridges and shit, is it starts to cut across the pedestrian. But then, of course, if we go with the stock key, then nothing goes there. I see you, man. Second stream, maybe. It depends on how this one goes. Maybe we will, though. Maybe we will put the one with the walkway just to appease Goldberg. Don't want the fucking train union coming after me. So what is this one? Oh, this one has the stairs. Okay. It's a little less deadly. Actually, you know what we can do? Is I do want the one with the walkways, because then they can walk under the bridges. But we're going to lose a lot of real estate this way. Perfect for dealing drugs or other assorted crimes. That's very, very, very wide. But now there's a nice shoulder for the trains, and you know, you could pretend there's a ladder there for emergency staff and such. It's like there's a very large elevation difference, though. Holy hell! That's the problem with whenever I try to prototype this thing. I can never quite get enough of the land level. Let's see if there's any prop like a ladder. I could just use Find It. Use the Find It tool. Get the fuck. Yes. I can appreciate the fact that you worked hard on your tool, but I can barely operate it. Ladder. Nope. Stair. Oh, there's some steps. Except keys hate things being placed next to them, so we'll just have to pretend. We'll have to pretend there's a way for emergency staff to get down to the train tracks. But I kind of like this. And then you wouldn't put the steps everywhere. You would do stuff like this. Like you would just make the steps sometimes, and then especially when there's like a bridge, you would, well, you do this one. Because you want them to keep walking down there, but you do... Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, I can't invalid shape. How dare you. We'll have to manually re-fucking do them when this happens, my god. But you are allowed to walk down there, as dangerous as it might seem. That is really wide. That's like an 8-lane road. I think that is literally the size of an 8-lane road. It's the largest. Yep, it's about the size of an 8-lane road. Even bigger. But, I mean, I feel that's a lot of character. To have this slash through the city, and then we have to make do. This is the hard part here. These fucking railings. We could just cope with the clipping. I guess the other problem, though, with this is then we won't do the arch. Because we have this overhang here. No, just draw it. Oh, I see the problem. It's like an elevation issue. So we want 12 or 12, which is all, that's a, 12 is it? 13, 14 maybe? 14 meters? How many 14 meter trains do you see in a given day? And then, you know, maybe these arches, they would have like that, the wrought iron ladder rungs in the side to get up and down, maybe. I just don't really stand the point of this if there's no way. To get down, right? And then there's this. It's a little not close enough. But with the power of the Move It tool, anything is possible. Well, you're the one that's too high. So they actually can't walk across this, but it kind of looks like they can. Actually, you know, I think we probably could with a pedestrian pathway. But no, because even though the key is considered a walkway, it won't clip properly. We could do this. No, because then the... yeah, that's not going to work. Oops, don't you dare. He dared. It deleted itself. Where did I get my name? You know, it's been so long I can't recall. It's just who I am.
Hello again from the classics, the home of the flute.
Yeah, so now the problem is how the fuck do we get people to U-turn on this thing? Seems like you don't like it? I like it. That's no good. That's the other problem with the keys, is you can't really build right next to them or they get pissy about it. So like that would be a one-way, right? And these should be the same elevation. So this would be a one-way, but then yeah, there's this fucking massive gap if you need to U-turn at some point. So maybe no. Maybe this is way too fucking wide. It's kind of cool, but... we'll keep that over here in our little train sandbox. We do need to run the train one way or the other. Let's just run the train. We'll probably do the narrow version. And then we'll sink it. So I like this. I don't like the depot. The depot's in a bad spot. The depot should probably be in Farthington or Rockfield. Now, of course, we don't have a metro network until we rebuild that depot because new trains have to spawn at it. And then we'll have the cargo train come off this to a triangle here. How in the world are you a train track? Well, apparently are. So yeah, we go by Rockfield. And then we're coming through the wilderness. We're getting close to the city. Maybe we pass right by. This is like a rail yard one day. I doubt it though. Like, if you remember Farthington, I don't know how to fucking make a rail yard. It's also a giant waste of space. Nice healthy grade. Now we're kind of getting into the city. We need to be careful also. highly ironic that we're restarting the city to deal with traffic, and now I'm purposely trying to dump a train track in the middle of it. Little autosave there. This part needs to be straight. I said straight. I can't see because the goddamn estimate. If we do the trench, we can flatten this. I mean, I like the hills, but we can just accept the fact that we would do some grading. And then this gets us into the old harbor district here. Probably because I have snapping off, isn't it? That might be helping. And then this is the harbor train station. Not the best setup, but okay. And then yeah, so we are going to bring that collector down a little bit to more where it was before. By the way, don't worry, it's only been an entire hour. I haven't zoned a single fucking building yet. But I feel the train track would give us a nice sort of challenge to design around. Maybe not, because it's kind of pretty far out there. It's really just on the one side. I'm going to say here is where we'll sink it. Does that give you enough room to sink? Probably not. Let's sink it here. Don't be a fucking tree. I think you're a tree. Trying to build a rail line here, fellas. Johnny Appleseed pieces of shit. Always worrying when you hear the fucked up traffic sign. Is that an oboe? The omen of failure? I really want this to work, but I guess it's hard to tell because we had that little warehouse district before. And by warehouse district, I mean a single commercial goods warehouse next to the cargo train station, and it didn't seem to be working, which is worrying because I really want this cargo station coming into the city thing to be real. If I clear the track so I can actually see what I'm fucking doing now. My fault for having prop anarchy on when I do networking. I'm going to say that's enough to sink. That, and then, yeah, okay. That's actually not very long as far as like a trench goes. Probably still an engineering nightmare, but let's get down there. Actually, I don't know. It's like it would go through the harbor a little bit, I feel, but we actually can't get close enough without taking up a lot of good real estate. Okay, and then we want to make sure it's the exact same elevation on both sides so the keys won't line up and it'll look really fucking weird. looks pretty fucking high. See, it looked level, but it was a little low on the left here. That's actually a pretty fucking crazy drop. That's actually way too fucking steep looking at it. Like, holy hell. Let's get that key in. Let's see how fucking ridiculous this looks. But we're going to go with the very close against workplace regulation one that Goldberg didn't like. Okay, and then we just sort of go here, and then we just slowly taper down. This might not work. We might have to just decorate it with like a rock. Yeah. Gonna have to bookend it with something. So yeah, the train descends with a sort of trench. Maybe helps with the noise. Definitely helps with forgetting about the lost loved ones that die. Because we can't get down to them. I would like to go right and line up with your friend. So let's do that. And then over here. And then let's try to gussy up that slope because it looks a little death-defying. And unfortunately, it looks like it's trying to fucking node the keys, which sucks. So let's try that again. Looking at a nice 17.3% grade. Are you fucking crazy? An 8%. I actually think grade's a lot more important on trains, so 8% might not be good enough. We're liking it a 15. Down to a, wow, 5.7. Yeah, it definitely slopes down as we get closer to the waterfront, doesn't it? Well, we've got our design work cut out for us if I see this through, don't we? Huh. I think it was trying to not be level with its origin.
You're listening to the classics, and I've just got some mail from one of our listeners, Todd H. Why did Johann Sebastian Bach throw out his harpsichord?
I think it did. I think it
was
fucking re-leveled itself. Fucking
Todd, a
keys.
noble effort, but J.S. Bach loved his harpsichord and would never have thrown it out, as it would have almost certainly been dismantled and used as firewood by the countless peasants of Leipzig. Anywho,
No, that looks levelish.
where if it is
I
Baroque,
think I did it right.
then don't fix it.
All right, so we've got our train track trench that goes through part of the town. We'll probably want to definitely try to reclaim a little land before we hit the mountains here. I like it. I hope we can incorporate it into the city. Let's get the retaining wall. Elevation's not too bad either, but we gotta line it up. So remember, the goal is you don't really turn around on this collector, which is why I'm hoping we can have the train cut through it. At least for this briefest of sections. That looks nice. That's not as nice. We have a weird curve there at the end. This part right here doesn't curve the way I want it to. But let's try this. Nudge that node. That one chunk of wall is a little too long. Let's not get caught up on it. And we also have one on this side, which I think we actually have to start. Let's see if it faces the right way once I draw it. No, we have to go right to left, apparently. And there's a weird dip here. I'm not even sure if... What the fuck? Why is it dip so deep right there? Like, yeah, this is actually so deep the wall hovers. I don't like that. Actually causes the design to look a little fucking weird. And then, yeah, there's the weird slope here, so the node's wrong. Ah, that's true. It probably fucked it up when we used the toolkit. Yeah, this is way too fucking deep, dude. And we can't undo the toolkit, and the toolkit is also trying to fucking finagle with the wall again. Okay, well, you gotta go up, homie. You're too deep. Right there. these trees. Alright, it looks pretty sharp. Could be sharper, but this is pretty prime town real estate we'll be pissing away, so. It's really just a glorified underpass. It's an old subway station down there that's going to be pissing me off, so let's nuke it. It's the old rail line to Farthington. Not sure how we'll get to, Farthington now. I like that being the subway entrance. We'll worry about the subway in a bit. So yeah, you can enter, go to the harbor, and then if you have to go north, you can do that, or you can just head back out on your way. And we did maintain the train station here in Rockfield, which I actually don't want it right here. Kind of want to own this land and then have an overpass and have some more wood grove with some factories over there maybe. But we've got our cargo line that goes to Harbor District. And then hopefully helps supply some of the town rather than people getting off the Redmond Parkway. But yeah, what the fuck am I going to put on the other side of this? Not much, really, when you look at the land. What do we got for the elevations? Whew, yeah, we're really going to have to play God with this one, I think. We're not really getting up that hill anyways, so might as well, right? I think we can just sort of flatten it and then do a grade. So let's do that. Especially because we've got this shit to worry about. Give me a bigger brush and a stronger brush. I see what happened because we had it decline towards the tracks. It fucked up there. That's fine. We can finagle that bit there later. It's actually a little fucking hilly. That's worrying, but eyes on the prize here. We're worried about this shit over here, aren't we? We can do the soften tool. You know what? There's some really interesting elevation there, but we need it. I'm claiming this for the greater Stinkenheim city. It's for the good of the town. Fuck your land. You might be true there, Goldberg. It might be better to have the warehouses set to balanced. So we were able to claim a little more land here. Perfect for rock slides killing people. Soften. Some softening going on. I think that white line means it's a very steep, or maybe that's just a milestone height. And what's this one? Slope terrain creates a slope on the terrain. That could be neat. So there's some elevation fuckery right at the end of the key. But given my wildly limited experience with the tool, I think we're doing... What's the right click do on this? Secondary button is for strong slope. Okay. Nice and cozy. That only slopes down towards the station. Well, maybe that would be a little character. We were able to get a good chunk of land there. But now we still have this whole... The road, we actually lost a bit of real estate, so I'm glad we flattened the land to get some more. I think we actually need to... I think we need to even dig into this mountain even more, because we lose a lot of space once we consider we have to get the collector across this fucking thing. Is that a subway station? Is that the problem? How the... Maybe it'll go away once I unpause. Because the maybe it's the line. Line overview. No, we deleted the metro lines. No, wait, or is this the metro? Yeah, this is the metro. There's that notification gone. And then we get this nice little train trench, which I like. Maybe even have some industrial use back onto this, or maybe parkland, I'm not sure. You know, it's like a historic part of the city now these days. Howard Way, which we probably call Harbor Way. And this is Rosewood Drive. Yep, so Rosewood needs to get across those train tracks. I feel the trench maybe isn't big enough. Maybe. Let's try it. Oh fuck, what road was it? It was a 4-lane with trees in the middle. There we go. Makes a little bridge. Get out of the fucking way. It's rather stout bridge, because it's just going, oh my god, I fucking leveled this land. What the hell? Every fucking time I try to prototype this happens. What the fuck? You are this high, I'm right-clicking you this high. It's the key, it's because I placed the key before I leveled it. God
You're
damn it.
listening to the classics, the city's home for the hits from the 80s, 90s and onward. 1780s and 1890s, that is. I'll be playing some lesser-known gems from those eras.
God damn it, we're gonna have to fucking eyeball it now. With the move it tool. Yeah, wow, how did I... There's several feet of difference here. How did I not notice this? Good fucking god. Even then, that's still a little off. Doesn't need to be perfect, because we're not doing a like a one-way on each side, but still. Try to minimize the clipping there. So definitely don't zoom in too much on that part. But the collector does get there. I lost the part with the tree, so it's going to be a little fugly. Or did you remember? Regular tree small, I think, is what we had originally, so that's fine. Okay. So there you go. There you go. So kind of cuts across the trench, except I don't want people fucking around over here. These crosswalks, it's going to be all pedestrian walkways. Well, not all, but there's going to be very few crosswalks on Rosewood Drive. Solid lines to fucking fine. We have to do. You have to place the line before you draw the filler. I forget the little factoids like that. There we go. Looks nice. A little dash line for you. A little dash line for you. So yeah, that looks bridge-ish. But then how in the world are we going to make this part of the city? Remember, we want straight lines. Maybe we should dial it back on these curved roads. Maybe just the locals should be curved. But I don't know if I want this meeting up here with this. So we can curve this up a bit and then just fine-tune that with hand placing the businesses. I don't think, well, we're definitely not going to see the fruits of our labor now. Hopefully we'll see them in the next stream. This is a lot of, that would make it like 6 hours of planning. And admittedly, it's not going to be a lot of city when we're done. There's been a lot of second guessing, hasn't there? Hopefully it pays off. Hopefully it all pays off in the end. Yeah, this Harbor District is going to be a problem. At the same time, though, I mean, you can go from Harbor District to Old Town. I just want them to also be able to access the roundabout if they think they can fucking leave the city. Holy shit, what happened here? Bring that down from a 10 to a 5. Thank you. Even then, maybe get a little bit lower. A 3.9. There we go. And then even more. A 3.5. Even more. 3.6. All right, now that's a beautiful grade, but it's not quite flat. Yeah, 3.6. That's nice. Decorating here. I love this tool. It's a shame that I can't move it on the other axis, because I would move it further into the double solid. And then, yeah, the shoulder does have to go somewhere, doesn't it? Problem with those shoulders going into the curve is they always sort of terminate oddly. Come off the highway, pretty slick. We got a collector road that goes over here across the tracks to... Well, I mean, you could have industrial here, like I said, because it's by the tracks, but really, if you're using the train, you're over here, the Harbor District. So I'm not sure what we could put here. Maybe some I mean, it's a collector, so this could be like commerce and industrial, or maybe a shopping mall. I don't know if I want shopping malls, though. I don't mind the Farthington shopping complex, because this is a very new part of the map. Like I said, Lord Farthington's family had to give this land away, and then maybe the college bought it, and they helped arrange for this mall to come in for the students and businesses. Got a nice curve here. And then, I mean, not quite a roundabout, but we could try to make this like a sort of a Y, so you're not really getting in each other's way. But then how would I get you to turn around? Because the problem is that I can never get through my head how to do people turning into traffic. As long as nobody's getting in their way, everything's fine. But of course, that's not how cars work. And a roundabout would fix it, but I feel maybe a roundabout in the city. It would have to be very compact, and I don't know if Rosewood would work with such a small roundabout. But you know, let's try it. Let's see what happens here. So I like this curve, but we're going to try to make a little downtown sort of roundabout instead. And that would sort of be like the center of the old city. So maybe we'd put a fountain in the middle of it. I want to try to make one of those really fancy roundabouts with the slip lanes, so you're never in anybody's way. What the hell's going on down here? Oh, some picnic tables from the old lilac ground. Neat. Keep finding legacies like that, little archaeological treasures of the old Stinkenheim. Alright, and then we can road tool this. I need to be a little careful with these curves, because we lose real estate. But that's not terrible. Alright, then we'll use the roundabout tool. I want this to just be a 2-lane, which makes sense, because it's a 4-lane road, so you would only need 2 lanes to work with. I want you to be pretty tiny. That looks big enough. And then hopefully we can use the move it tool to get some slip lanes in there, and it's not too fucking fugly. Actually, if there were slip lanes, would it just be a 1-lane? I feel a 1-lane wouldn't work quite the way I want it to. I mean, that's... Oh, what the fuck happened here? That was the layout I wanted, but I feel it was a little too big. I feel that's a little too small. Yep, you're fucking asking for trouble with that. Holy shit. Holy shit, are you asking for trouble with something that small? So we'll go with the next size, and then we'll see if we can make it work. So no one should ever be in your way, because you would just immediately... some ploppable asphalt to cover up those little oopsies. Crosswalks can definitely go. That's worrying. Is this some road anarchy shit? It sure as shit looks like it. It looks like they're part of the same thing, maybe. This is also terrifying. I think that's just because they're overlapping each other, so that's why there's that weird shit. Although this is maybe, I hope. I really hope that's just road anarchy being weird, but the roads are still friends. Because if I'm wrong, and this is... Would you fucking... Come on, move it. So you just come in and... Whoa, whoa, what is that fucking... These fucking one-ways are always trying to turn the other way, and I hate it. Oh wait, you're facing the wrong way. You're just going the wrong way. Wait. This one doesn't work. So this upper part would be a 2-lane one-way. If I'm understanding this right, I've never really made a roundabout this tiny before, so I don't know. Let's get rid of these, see if that actually unfucks everything. It does, okay. So hopefully this works. But yeah, I want to put these in. Let's turn off road anarchy, because I think we won't actually be able to place these now without road anarchy, but... We were on God damn it! Defaulted to force ground. That's probably what the fucking problem was. Force ground is probably what fucked everything up. You're all fucky. Maybe if we widen the turns, that'll unfuck itself. This is a nice compact one though, so hopefully it works. Hard to tell. I've done it right, and then, I don't know, can I save you? These nodes are way too close is the problem. I think the fix might be something just as simple as, because we don't need the median here right when they connect, so we can make it one of these little fellas. No, that looks really fucking stupid. Don't do that. Oh no. Undo doesn't mean delete.
From the classics, the home of the flute.
Yeah, I really don't want this little tree here. But it looks really fucking... Well, hang on. I think we can just do the wider, right? Now that... Because the road's that size. Give me a 4-lane with nothing in the way, or something like this. Ooh. Yeah, this looks really fucky still. How is there not a 4-lane with no median in the way? There we go. A lot of these crosswalks need to go, and then this shit. These nodes are too close. But I need them close for this slip lane. What the fuck? These are going the wrong way. This is wrong, because this guy's going into traffic? This roundabout's rotating the wrong way, I think. What? Yeah, you go here. And then why the fuck is this one wrong? What in the goddamn? Now it's right. Let's try this again with a bend. I wanted a nice, tighter one. But it looks like that just might not be possible. It looks fugly, but that should work. I hope. I don't know. I'm seeing some weird shit here. I think we're just gonna have to sacrifice the very lean slip lane and just live with it. Because otherwise we're just fucking around with a pretty humdrum roundabout. Oh no, you don't. God damn it. I'm stuck in the move it tool, but I get sucked out of the junction tool when I close move it. Alright, let's get our... You're not allowed to turn left. You're not allowed to turn left or go straight. This crosswalk's gone. Which is a shame, because I feel that this is a sort of intersection that you would want pedestrians crossing on, but if it's a happening place, it's going to be a shitload of traffic, and they'll just slow things down. The hell? Yeah. A little messy. I feel some intersection marking tool will make this a little more homey. And then I really can't do anything here, actually, can I? Oh, because this should be a one-laner. That's why. That's why it's a little off-center. No, there shouldn't even be a one-laner. There should be a two-laner. My God. Actually, I think you would want a tree here. Does this work? There you go. Yeah. We're doing it. Still need some decorating. Sorry. This filler has to go because we can curve it here, right? Nope, that's not a curve. Okay, well. It's gonna bleed into the grass a little bit. That's a shame. That kind of works. Oh wow, we can actually widen that filler a little bit then. It's a charming little. I really hope this roundabout works. I hope it can absorb enough of the traffic, because this is a collector. So this might be too tiny. But this one is... nice. Wait a sec. This rule is overlapped by another rule. Well, I don't care. There we go. There we go. Check the other rules from and to points. Okay, so I see what you do. You would go from here. There we go. But then we make this one transparent. Look at us, we're learning a little bit more about the tool. But then we also want this one to be... solid there. Learned a little bit about the tool. So one problem is if you're waiting for this guy, but you've got a little bit of room because you're allowed to block this whole junction. You're allowed to block this whole junction. I see you. I fucking see you trying to turn left. Not on this roundabout. Ooh, let's not angle it that way. I want it angled horizontally. That doesn't matter actually because we have to draw the lines first. Solid lines give it a little form. Yes, delete the goddamn line. Justin is missing out. If only painting medians was this fun in real life. That's what we'd all do. I feel it should be just completely horizontal, but I do like the light angle. 90, perfect. And then this would be solid, because then we can kind of paint something in here as well. Definitely a lot of medians on this fucking thing. This is actually going to paint on the curb quite a bit, though. This one's very offset. That's a real shame. And then what are we doing here? You can just go wherever you want on this one. This is fine. Look at that. Very nice, and then I just have to repeatedly do the same thing. Actually, this one's not too complicated. I don't know if I can actually put any rules here. Oh, sorry, we put them here. So where's your line? There. Perfect. And then you don't need to exist. Oops, did I fuck it up? Thought I figured it out. Alright, you go here and then you to you. Over there. There we go. And then this one. Okay, there you go. There we go. We're starting to get the hang of this shit. That's not 90 degrees.
Back again with another email that asks,
We'll
what
put
did
an angle there,
society
whatever.
look like outside
Yeah, 'cause
the
this one was
concert
kinda
halls
angled.
of old Europe?
Okay.
Well, it's a good question. Not all of the members of old European society were famous music composers. Quite the opposite. The makeup of European society was roughly 20% pirates, 10% military generals, 50% chimney sweeps, and 20% music composers. Thanks for the message. And remember, you can always let us know your thoughts by email, as we have resolved our billing dispute with our internet service
Oh yeah, we
provider.
got this now.
Enjoy.
Now I can understand it. This line doesn't actually need to exist. Beauty. Oops. Looks like I have to make a line here. Solid. Okay, how do I do this? Yeah, just a straight up median. It's for sure 90, except I forgot to give it the outline, so delete it immediately. I really like this tool. Probably better when you're just sitting alone playing the game for 8 hours and not recording it for other people's amusement, but it is satisfying to see these things come together. And then watch this roundabout be a complete fucking disaster and I have to delete it. Oops. At least we're not getting the you fucked it up road music right now. Give this a solid. That one actually followed the curve of the curve perfectly. And then you really shouldn't be dealing with 2 lanes coming in here, but it's a little concerning. Well, no, here's what we can do. Hopefully, I think this might throw away all the decorating we just did. We can make this a 3-lane, so that's sort of like a hobo slip lane. Is what we'll do. Yep, goodbye, decorations. I'm dumb. And then this would need to be an asymmetrical, so we're gonna lose this one too. That's not even asymmetrical in the way I want it to be. Okay, that's a cozy merge to be sure. Can I make a fatter one? I don't think I have a fatter asymmetrical lane because it's a 3-laner. Yeah, this is... Alright, well... Lost a lot of our dress up there. Nuke these kids. So this is the new median. Don't drive into that. Literally crash into a tree if no one gives you room to merge here. Maybe. Okay, and then you get in there. Who's this? Who drew this line? What is this? Alright, what am I looking at here now? I need a rule, but it's not letting me add one for some reason. I think I know why. Yeah, because it needs an intersection to generate a point. Okay. And then you... There we go, there we go. Yeah, this roundabout's definitely getting more dangerous by the second. A little lopsided to be sure. Don't you fucking dare try to turn here. How dare you? Are you crazy? The traffic's coming into the roundabout and you're like, I can make it. I can drive across 2 fucking painted medians because I'm a goddamn mad lad. Definitely don't want people flying into this thing at 80 miles an hour, which is a shame because this is a collector. And then we do the same thing as this is another. So we do some median here as well. There's one filler. And then what do we got here, fellas? This one I don't like. Most of these lines I don't like anymore on this redo. Okay, so you merge into this, which I don't think is actually how they merge, so they'll kind of go over the line, but it looks nice at a distance. This one's actually, it's when they get into the roundabout that I have to start, you know what is that? This actually is a nice angle. Maybe I should make it 90 degrees when this happens. Anyways, so you go here. How do I do this? Merge and then one momentum. So this one. Go to here. Wait, who's getting in whose way? I see, I see. Wait, no, I don't. Get all these lines out of my way. I can't think straight. Okay, so he is allowed to leave. So I think it's just something like this. I think we need. Do we paint this? Yeah, we would, because it. Very shallow like this. There, that's what it would. No, why? I got you now. It's this curve that we want. There we go. And you. No, not you. You go to there. There we go. That's the median. God, I hope it's called a median when it's painted on. I've been saying it for like 20 hours. It's actually called a Chaz Wazoo TTA. You fucking bozo. Oops. Alright, there we go. It looks nice. God, I fucking hope people use it properly. Don't you dare turn into traffic. It's the whole point of the roundabout is you don't do that. So this is where you go. There you go. Yep. You're only allowed to go here. Yeah, there might be people swerving into traffic, but that's just how it's gonna go. And then you're allowed to merge here if you want, for the most part. This part gets a little tricky. I might have done this long section wrong. And then go straight. And so if you come in here... Yeah, actually, nobody should be using this one. No, wait, these guys. If you're trying to get from here, then you would turn and go down here. So these guys are allowed to turn. Okay, that's fine. You also have to go straight. And then you... Ugh, yeah, it gets a little cozy in this part. Maybe this should have been multiple lanes. I hope we can get by. Might have to widen this to 2 lanes. I might have fucked it up. I feel that low traffic, the 1 lane will pull it off. And this node you're allowed... Well, you're not allowed to shift because there's no lanes. But in this one, you're allowed to merge. Go somewhere else. So, does that look right? It looks okay. A little bit more painting. Because who doesn't love to not actually build a city? And in fact, I'm going to take a quick break here to freshen up my drink. Then we'll come back and maybe try to lay out some local roads. Try to really get the shape of the city going here. This would be solid. Because we're trying to paint a little median here for him. That follows the curb really nice again. Okay, and then this guy has to turn, which means this becomes a median. Definitely not confusing at all, is it? I kind of don't like the lampposts. They're too frequent. But that should... Yeah, that looks fucking weird with the 3-laner. This might need to get widened to 2. So if you're staying in, this guy would get in your way. Maybe we should. I think we're gonna... Let's blow out the medians like a fucking idiot. I'm okay with these rules. So you're allowed to turn to... Okay, this is... Can I change where you go? Would that fix it? No. The filler counts on you, but I want it gone, so whatever.
Old music for old listeners.
It's actually a much easier filler. Much, much easier filler. Wow, that's it. That one's done. Oof. That one's fucking weird looking now. Get out of here. Another super easy filler. I already like this 2-lane version. The last one looked nice, but maybe it wasn't the most elegant way to do around with it. I feel, well, one, I hope this works, but I feel we also need to get a feel for how traffic really works in the city. We can't just slap down stock roundabouts and interchanges and hope for the best. Painting over here as well, we need. It's another easy one. Well, we learned a lot about the intersection marking tool making the other versions, but we actually didn't need to do that. Okay. This looks fine. Actually, this is a problem, because if you're going straight, come in here, you're forced to turn again. So that could be a problem. That looks like where the roundabout starts to fall apart on us. Same thing here. Well, you have room to merge here. I feel maybe these guys... Completely horizontal to be mistaken for pedestrian crossing. That's a good point. So maybe we do want the offset angles. I feel when you do these weird ones, is that one's okay, but yeah, this one probably shouldn't be angled like a pedestrian crossing. Oops. So yeah, there's a bit of trouble. Bit of trouble I can see. So So these guys, they need to merge, which means this median doesn't make any sense. If you're getting in here, and then nope, again this. They need room to merge again. So yeah, I think these medians might need to shift a tiny bit. So if you came in here and you needed to get down this way, so you come in on, say, the middle lane, and then the middle lane would let us get out here, but then we'd be stuck down here. So this one you have to come inside. So yeah, these medians need to be readjusted. I feel we're losing the benefit of a roundabout with these merges, though. Ah, this is where my roundabouts always fall apart, though. Well, we're back to dress-up land, apparently. Well, fuck. So these guys are actually allowed to... kill the filler. So it would actually be this, I think. Oh boy, this is getting a lot more complicated, marking-wise. So he's allowed to turn. I think I want this. No, I want this to cut it. That's where you start, and then you need to exist, I think. Does that look right? So he's allowed to go straight or turn. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So this one's actually fuck. Would be dashed, but that just means that one part of the filler is going to look weird, unfortunately. Actually, it needs to be solid because it doesn't even generate a dash. Never mind. So solid. Almost done our incredibly minor roundabout. Don't worry, everybody. It's actually such a shallow angle, it looks straight. But so, yeah, oof, this is getting a little dicey. Hopefully the slip lanes absorb most of the traffic. So it's like, if you're only trying to get right, you're not in the roundabout. And if you're only trying to turn right, you're not in the roundabout. So it's just... So what is that, like half the traffic gets kicked out of the roundabout? So it's only people that go straight. Well, it's if you're turning left. If you're trying to turn left, then you have to use the roundabout. But if you're turning right, you don't have to use the roundabout. See, well, technically this guy turns right, but he stays in the outermost lane, so he's not complicating the roundabout. Yeah, so it's just lefties. Southpaw Circle, which is what we're calling this, by the way. Even though I suppose every roundabout serves the purpose of not turning left into traffic, but... Another roundabout that needs to get fucking cleaned up. That can stay, but it's this guy. Yes. pillar, and then we'll dash. Yeah. And then I think you shouldn't have the same problem because you have room to merge here, so that part should be okay. This guy doesn't need to go straight though, does he? No, yeah, he does. He needs to merge out. And I think what we can do is we can actually hide. Not templates. There's a way to hide the markings. I think it's node manager. No. How? I saw it somewhere. How in the world do I hide the crosswalk? Or sorry, the lane arrows. I think it's the intersection marking tool. Additional. Huh. Where did I see it? Where did I see the ability to hide? Must not be here. It must be the node controller, but node controllers. Make ends straight. Reset to default. Was it the road toolkit? Create parallel road, connection, curve, loop, range it, circle. Ah, I think it's the actual road, isn't it? It's this guy. Hide road arrows. I swear to fucking God, if you blow out my medians. Okay, good. Okay. Hide road arrows. And then really, these don't need arrows because there's a fucking median your way. I feel if the median's apparent, you shouldn't need to see the arrow. Well, really just the roundabout. The roundabout shouldn't have arrows in it. There. That took forever. For this very small and simple roundabout. It looks sharp. I'm going to step away though and grab a drink, so... We can't switch to the cinematic camera because that unpauses the game, so we just get to... stare at what we've done. Oh boy. I'll tell you what we'll do actually. One last thing. So I'm going to angle these like Goldberg said, so fucking... The mouth breathers don't think that, oh, it's a crosswalk for trees. I can go there. Roundabouts usually have signs, not arrows. What kind of sign would it be? Just like signs with arrows, or like a sign with a roundabout logo? What's this one? And then I feel that you are too sharp in a different way. That looks nice. Nice angles there, and this one's a little flat, so we'll give him a bit. Try to make it line up with the other one so it looks like it's a continuous median, although it's not, obviously. There's like a tree planter in the way. That one's kind of lined up. Okay. All right, now I can step away for a drink while we marvel at our work. Southpaw Circle. I just looked at the time and I'm a little disappointed in how long it's taken to do this. I also have to resist the urge to make this asphalt with yellow markings, just because it would probably be a newer construction. You know, they would have paved over the original rougher roundabout that they would have used in the olden days. But like, look, nothing's happened today. Look at this. We've got this baby roundabout, and then we've got this railroad crossing.
1780s and 1890s. I'll be playing some lesser-known gems.
The clock is ticking on this, but I guess we don't want to actually unpause it just on a loop. Now the problem is this collector doesn't go anywhere. Like, it'll be a dead end, so it would have to... Well, what we could do is... we can have this road go like this, and then go under the railroad tracks. And then we can have another roundabout here, and that would be like a new Stenchburg interchange. Because this is really... this is to access Hamburger Heights. Also, you know, I feel if we're not going to make this a factory, I feel this Hamburger Heights roundabout is fucking colossal compared to Myrtle Highway. Like, Myrtle's pretty compact by comparison. And Stenchburg would be the complicated one. I almost want to make New Stenchburg a turbine interchange because there's going to be a lot of industrial traffic, but I feel that a highway interchange, this is a turbine, a highway interchange of this size shouldn't be there. I think I can get around it by planning my road properly, although, I mean, obviously I don't plan my roads properly, but... Here's the border. Let's try to get this collector. It's not a very good collector, because there's not really any local roads we're accessing over here. It's more to get you to... It's more to get you... Oh, Christ. It's more to get you to New Stenchburg, but that means more traffic going through South Paw Circle, which might be a terrible, terrible fucking idea. And then we learned, while I'm getting better at the freeform road, is we're better off using the road toolkit to curve it for us. That way we get more straight lines overall. Okay. Well, you know what to do. We can curve almost right away, as long as there's not an intersection. So let's curve it. Try to get a lot of access here. And then we go under this railway, because we could do a bridge, but I want to do an underpass here, just so we get a bit of over-under going on over here, which would be nice. Because I feel if we make this a bridge and then we descend into the ditch, that's a little too much work for the train. Now, how do I get under this? It says 8. It says I can get under at 8. How fucking dare you force the ground? God damn it. Back up to the surface. Not a very complicated underpass at all. I would have preferred it to be a little tighter, like it just sort of goes through an embankment. Which I feel it's actually easier to do that from the railways side. So let's try that. It'll be straight, we just need to sort of dig a... We just need to dig deep enough for it to be elevated, and then the road can go under it. We'll do the road first, and then landscape around it. It's a very uncomfortable grade, though. And I'm guessing we can't just do like this, because then it'll just level itself back off. How did it know? I don't know. And then also this probably wouldn't have trees because it would be going under the bridge, so. Let's see what we're working with here. It looks nice. You know, we can probably just do some of this, right? We'll move it. Make it a little more believable. Ooh, there's apparently this is a node. That's a little less death-defying, although I do need to curve this. It's a slow turn, but it is kind of a blind turn. Alright, and then here comes Mr. Railroad. Just normal, just build over it if you can. How can you not fit? What is wrong with you? Just go straight now. Bridge, you just be all bridge. No, all bridge. Go. That looks okay, because then we can hopefully drag the node, and then now you're just straight. Oh fuck, you just be regular. No, regular. Thank you. It's actually pretty trashy because of the elevation stuff. What is this? Go ground then. I'm trying to meet you halfway on this. There. I like that. So we'll drive under it. Unfortunately, can I finagle this so the trees go most of the way? No, it's going to be tricky because it's a curve. I mean, I can't on this side. Oops. All sweet jumps. There was a problem with the road factory. Yeah, and then I want to do it here, but that's going to make it super fucking curvy. Actually, that's not too curvy, and we're not going to really build anything here anyway, so. But then it's kind of being weird here. Could you just not fucking be weird about this? Well, we can just recurve it, I hope. Now that just the node's in the right spot. We're really fucking playing God with these nodes today, though, let me tell you. Alright, recurve it, and then regrade it. So 14.2% grade, now it's a 7.2% grade. And then, yeah, just right under the track is where there's no trees. Everything else is fine. I mean, we could try to put retaining walls here, but I don't know. I kind of like the natural aspect of this. This might be a little more rural part, because, I mean, we are getting close to the edge of town. You see the subway entrance there. And then this part doesn't really need to curve. Does it? Because we're just going all the way to Rockville. It's a pretty straight shot, and that'll give us a little more land here for the Stinkenheim side of things. that, which is a very straight shot, but maybe Miller Way. How fucking dare you? It's the Redmond Parkway. Miller Way. What in God's fucking name? Well, don't do that then. Definitely the highway's not Redmond Way. Redmond Parkway. Redmond Parkway. Don't capitalize the A. Redmond Parkway. Make sure that you go all the way here, and then again, the Redmond Parkway also is this last stretch that goes to the highway. Oh, no, good. This is Redmond Parkway still. Going roundabout. Perfect. I really love Rockfield. They can never take that away from us, can they? But then we have to connect to, yeah, maybe here-ish. Maybe not. That seems a little close as far as roundabouts go. I don't know, man. But there's the framework of old Stinkenheim. Got the train ditch. Part of it isn't. Like, the local roads have to wait. But if you want to dodge the train, which you can, we have an over in and under. If you want to dodge the train, you would take Rosewood. Which it looks like Rosewood is maintained all the way to the roundabouts, which is good. Well, sorry, this would be Rosewood, and then this is Rosewood Street, which is, no, I feel there should be 3 separate streets. Maybe not, though. Maybe the one direction that cuts through the roundabout would be the same street. I don't know the roundabout rules. So maybe Emma Graham would be this one. But then Rosewood is this one. There's a lot of fucking trees on that road, that's for sure. So I think we can get the road mostly done, but I don't think anything is going to grow until later. Hopefully we'll have time for a second stream tonight. Maybe not, you never know, right? That's how things go with these Sunday mystery streams, but hopefully we can get another one and actually unpause things. One thing that sucks is I was thinking about a tram. You wouldn't have it go through the roundabout, that's a fucking disaster, but maybe like come from the old Harbor District, come through here, get in here, which is hopefully not too much trouble, go down Rosewood, come out here. Going over the highway seems like a fucking Mad Lad convention. Speaking of, just a fucking Lamborghini lodged in the ground. Oops. It's because we moved the highway, remember? But yeah, I like that. I like a tram line. The Harbor line would go from Old Harbor District. The hard part would just be getting it onto Rosewood without causing traffic trouble. It would yield, I suppose. The tram would yield to traffic. And then it would be great to also get the tram over to Stenchburg, but I feel Stenchburg might just be serviced by a subway line instead. And the tram would be more of a historic old part. This is like a newer, again, like post-war, maybe like 60s or 70s industrial park. And then this is like the old Industrial Revolution shit over here. But this needs to be a roundabout, so let's fiddle with it. Nothing too complicated. This is big, but I feel with 2 lanes, that's enough. That's enough for Hamburger Heights. But the Stenchburg one is going to be a biggie. Maybe, how big's... I like the shoulder, because this would be an industrial access. So let's go 3-lane with a shoulder. I don't think there's a 2-lane with a shoulder. Is there a 2-lane with a shoulder? Three-lane highway with viaduct. What? I think that's just when it's a bridge. The Oriental Highway? We are not naming it that. Good God. Not in 2060. We don't call... Well, actually, maybe after the racist wars of 2035, we're allowed to call things Oriental Highway again. Probably not a good idea to call your road that, though. Don't do that. Whoops. Back to a regular road. I think we'll go with the 3-lane highway with shoulder. Because, yeah, I've never done it. Oh, wait, 2-lane with shoulder. No, it'll be... Oh, my God, some of these undos. I mean, there's no base undo tool in the game, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised if this happens, but... I don't think I made that completely straight. Whatever, it's a roundabout. The roundabout will account for that sort of weird stuff. 3-lane with a shoulder.
From a listener who asks, you only play ancient music, play something new. Well, concerned listener, I think you are confused. We don't play any music from antiquity. You're thinking of our rival Plato 88.0 at 88.4. As for the classics, practically all the music you hear is quite recent, from the last 400 years. Thanks for listening.
Oh no, it fucking uncurved itself. Oh boy. Let's focus here, guys. Eyes on the prize. Three-lane with the shoulder. Some interesting elevation here again. That's actually not too bad. So there we go. That's how we get into New Stenchburg. We really need to claim this tile. You can see from the hill that kind of this would be Hamburger Heights, and then Stenchburg would be just this. There's some clipping there I do not like. Little autosave, okay. Ugh. I normally don't see roads turn blue when I look away like this. This is concerning. Yeah, I don't like that. Can you just smarten up if I do this? Nope, you're just really fucking weird for some reason. Anarchy's on. That's probably not doing us any favors. Okay. Alright. 3-lane with shoulder, 56. No magical road this time. Good. The hill's gone. Alright. One downside is we didn't actually put it off to get to Stenchburg. And I'm pretty sure it might fuck up if I do it. Like, the highway's not braced to maintain its shape. Sure shit doesn't look like it. Fuck. The saga of this roundabout finally done. Can I please upgrade? Thank you. Alright, looks like we did. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one last bit. Which somehow broke Redmond Parkway again. What in the goddamn... Okay. I feel maybe we should also absorb the park. Well, we can't actually make it the same road, but we can name it the same, so it looks like it's the same thing. So that gets into Stenchburg. This gets you into Rockfield, which is never really going to expand that close to the highway, but I like it. I like it. Let's try to get this harbor line, though, and then which requires us to figure out what this road's going to do, though, doesn't it? Well, what we could do is snake through here and then meet up with Rosewood, but that would be a T intersection because there's really no room for a roundabout. That might cause a lot of problems. Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Also, there's no way across the river. We'd probably have to put a bridge in Riverside. Probably redo this whole part and make this getting... Ah, Christ. This getting off the roundabout goes into the bridge would probably create a traffic problem later, wouldn't it? I'm just going to go with straight lines here, and then we'll use the road toolkit to round things out. We can flatten this a bit. There. Yeah, we do not have a lot of real estate near these train tracks. And something with a median would be nice, but probably not this exact same road, just to give the Harbor District its own feel. Ooh, that went underground for some reason. Could you not do this? Thank you so much. Fucking did it again. It's because it was set to this stupid fucking mode. Bulldoze off. Okay, we're... A tunnel. Why would you be a tunnel? Don't do that. Don't do it. Thank you so much. It's going to be very hard to get off this collector in meaningful ways for the Harbor District, though. Probably some overpasses, lots of bridges and different elevations. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Some weird sloping here, which I didn't want, but I guess the road decided that was going to be the case. And then there's absolutely no way that this would connect to the collector, so this would go in a local, which we would somehow dump into the collector. Fucking this is... I really want this train to work, but it's gonna be a task and a half. First, it's got to be a straight line so we can actually get on a road. Start off with, can you give me a one? I was hoping for a nice, maybe for the look of it, it'll be an industry road. Can I make you asphalt? Here's one of my asphalt looking colors. Try this. It kind of looks like some old asphalt. Well, no. Asphalt would not be slabs of concrete. I'm smart. So make it a little bit brighter. But still kind of old, because like fresh concrete I feel is kind of dark. Fucking barely tell it changed. Oh god. There, something like that. And then the train station. I really don't like these buildings that you have to place. Oh, fuck you. And then you forced a weird flattening there, didn't you? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. -6, that's what the fucking problem was. Stop that. Are you deaf? Well, I'll just do it like that. There we go. And then let's try the road toolkit on this. Are we on slope or curve? We're on slope. Perfect. I really don't want to... We'll be a little sunken. And, you know, that's probably okay. It's a very gentle decline down in the ditch. It just keeps the collector road out of the way, and then there's some interesting visuals there, hopefully. And then let's get this cleared, and then, yeah, because it's like, you know, this probably wouldn't have trees, because it was like an older, shitty part of town. There'd probably be a lot of shrubbery here, but they'd probably keep the embankment from the Harbor District. But I don't know how to make railways, and we're really strapped for space, so we're just going to assume it magically stops and backs up. There might be some traffic jams. That'll be fun, and we'll have to worry about it when it happens. Oh, I don't like that music playing when I have a half-assed plan like that. And then he thought he'd just put it off. I like this. That's a nice view of the harbor while you see the road. That's really nice, actually. That would be nice to make a maybe a key. One of those walk-in keys, since it's kind of like a gentrified tourism district. Without fences, but with a path. No, we want path and fences. Let's see what kind of setup they give us. I actually really like this. Get a little bit of elevation. And that means we also don't have to worry about any traffic on this part of the road either. This will be tricky because it's snapping weird. What is it snapping to? I want you to snap to road guidelines. Nothing else. There. So you'd come into the harbor, and then it's like a little sunken. We could even have some of the harbor come in. Have like an actual harbor, and have some pop out as well. We have to be careful though, the river's quite narrow. Probably better to come in than poke out. But I like this, that's interesting. Let's curve around on this side too. That's nice. It's a nice curve. Let's see if we can get a little extra out of it. Because you're really... I can't fucking see anything. We're going to use Ultimate Eye Candy to change our latitude to get the sun out of my way. Remember, we're not at -3 degrees latitude. Let's just pretend. Let's just go right flush up against the sidewalk here. And then, we probably don't even need to make this road have that median. Because of that, we can have a different type of road. That is nice. I really want the Harbor District to have some panache to it, and I think we're well on our way. I just like this elevation. It gives you like a Montreal kind of thing you've got going on. I don't know what we put here, but I really like that curve. I really like that curve.
Hello again from the classics, the home of the flute.
Right there. And right there. Love it. Because if we're extra careful, which, well, we weren't, but it would be great to have some pedestrians get down here somehow. Because then you could make the Harbor District quite walkable. Which will be good, because we'll probably want sightseeing tours and shit. Well, hang on. We need a trolley. We need a trolley line, don't we? This is all bus shit. We'll go right to the trolley button. Tram. I need a 4-lane trolley road. You can get some of these, but I don't think they have anything fun in the middle, so we'd have to, like, hand place. Ooh! We can change the, catenaries. I could make it have no catenaries, which I don't think is... I think every tram needs one. I don't think any tram can draw its power strictly from the ground. Pillars? default. Okay, that's if we make it elevated, so we don't want that. The Old Harbor District. Let's give it double lamppost Lumieres. And then for the color of it, this would be a very old. I would love for it to be cobbled, so we could try to fake it with something like this. And holy shit, that just looked like someone spilled their Kool-Aid powder on it, so don't do that. I wanted something fatigued that like was maybe cobbled looking. Maybe like this. No, that's not really working out. Reset. Oh my god. Oh, nope, that's a 6-lane with trams. Gross. Oh, hey, there's some fucking benches from Federal Square floating majestically in the sky. The sightseeing tour bus can mention those. The old haunted City Hall picnic tables. Alright, this road is way too big, but luckily the median was wide enough to not get the key busted. So yeah, this is a 6-lane with, that's an 8-lane with trams. Yeah, holy fuck, we want just a 4-lane with tram, frankly. 4-lane, 2-way road with tram tracks, without parking spaces. This is perfect. It's actually a very narrow road, I don't want that. Shit. 4-lane, 2-way with, nope, still too fucking tiny. Can I get a more decadent tram line road? 6. There. This one. Ooh, what the fuck? Abort. Yeah, this is what I wanted. There we go. So yeah, the tram has its own lane, so it doesn't get anyone's way. But when it cuts across collectors, then it will. When it cuts into a local, then it will be in with traffic. But it's a local road, so there's not a lot of traffic, so that should be fine. So it's like we would probably like somewhere around here, we'd pull off into the locals and go on our adventure, and then we'd cut through the rest of Stenchburg, and then over here we would contend with the train tracks. Maybe not though. Maybe we could go under the train, so people leaving down Briar Rose Street, unless it's Rosewood, people using the maybe we'll use the underpass here with the tram as well. But the tram will go through some locals, but it'll probably I don't want to. Probably this part will be tram because that makes it its own road, and then it'll dick off into some locals and then maybe cut over here. Yeah, I'm gonna say it'll cut over here. And then we can cross the train, because obviously public transport has all the time in the world to wait for a cargo train. It won't back up. And then we go through this shit. And then probably cut through here. I was like, oh, would you have a tram bridge? Would the tram have a bridge? Probably not. We'd probably have to wait to cut through. And then it would go to here, and then it would be back on the Harbor Line. So yeah, Harbor Line tram. I like it. I probably should have just drawn it while I was saying it out loud, because we're just going to do that right now. Can't upgrade this type. Oh, because it already was. Okay. And then, because the good thing about trams is trams can have their own roads, so if it's a really fucky situation, we can just have the tram not block traffic at all. Well, he'll block traffic when he tries to turn, but he can go off on his own adventure, and like basically the alleys would be just for the tram. I see you, Rock. Show yourself. There you are. Reveal your secrets to me. How fucking dare you try to hide? Oh, I'll catch you yet. Who's this? Where did these guys come from? There's some weird terrain deformation going on here. There we go. No, I fucked that up. That should be the tram line. Well, god damn it. I'm gonna catch you, Mystery Rock. Fuck. That's gonna bug the shit out of me. I'm digging it up. Give me the keys to the bulldozer. I'll find that fucking thing. Oh, fucking... Dig up, stupid. Well, that rock's a haunted rock. Neat. Alright, but yeah, Harbor Tram Line. And I suppose that also fits in with the older part of town having the tramways. Like the more modern parts of town would have a just bus service or a subway station. Well, I mean, subway station's probably like, how fucking dare you, space over that. That's what anarchy's for. That's just because we dragged the key right onto the road, so they were overlapping. Actually, you know what I think? It's because it's such a major intersection. I kind of want to peel off and start going through here, which is, yeah, we'll do that. At this sort of angle turn here is when the tram will go off on its own adventure. So there's a little bit of decorating to be done. These, and you're not allowed to block the junction just in case the tram comes. Well, you guys are, because the tram only turns right. So let's actually start placing these tram roads down. This is a tram only road. Don't you fucking dare force ground. There. Definitely not making that a junction, though, because like I said, the tram can wait for them. This is a collector. Its purpose is to get the cars going, not the tram. And then, technically, this makes the median go over the tram line, but I mean, it's a car on rails. It doesn't care. This median is for the actual personal vehicles. I mean, maybe we could try maybe something like this. Oh, that angle's a lot fucking weirder than I thought it would be. Yeah, I can't match the tram lane. That's fine. Tram knows not to go there. And then there's some U-turn access for service vehicles as well. Okay. So the tram road goes, and then this will very quickly meet up with actual local roads. That was just to get it off the collector rather painlessly. Same thing here. Probably just a tram-only road to get off the parkway. Some more Federal Square decorations. I have a feeling that maybe because I placed them by hand and then used the Move It tool is they don't conform to the terrain. So when the terrain changed, they were hidden like little treasures. This fucking rock, which is just lost to the ages, and I want to know how to get rid of it. Again, another tram. You could make this this says it's a standalone tram track, but I might actually be able to flag this to also have the bus be allowed on it. I might have a bus tram lane, but I'm pretty sure that's one of my more finicky mods. Is there a bus tram lane? Well, I'll tell you a little trick. Is we're just going to use Traffic Manager and click the tram road. But over here's get up. God damn it, it's on ground mode. Well, that's even worse. Get some deja vu with this for some reason. Are you fucking stupid? Go up. It's on -4. What is putting it on -4 all the time? Another gross junction, but again, the tram can wait. Actually, I'm not sure how to tell the tram to wait. The traffic might yield to the tram, which would not be ideal, frankly. And once again, I see a crosswalk that does not belong. We're coming off the highway, so let's give them a shoulder to cry on, as it were. Obviously, again, the tram doesn't really obey the laws of the road, so we can make this for the cars and not the tram. I don't know. I think really not a lot of places in Canada have trams. Toronto does. I think there's maybe Vancouver streetcars, but I don't know how they work. I mean, I'm not implying that there's a wizard inside, but if the roads are marked for their purposes as well, or if it's just for the personal vehicles. But in Stinkenheim, it's for the personal vehicles. Oh, and trucks. Things on the road are not for trams. So there we go. So the tram does kind of get in the way of people leaving through Crowley Circle. Which could be dicey, actually, because the industrial traffic here from the Harbor District has to go onto Crowley, and then people leaving the urban part of Stinkenheim get in his way, people leaving from Delta States get in his way, and then he gets onto Miller Street. The fear is that this is exactly what broke Stinkenheim last time, is for some reason he thinks, oh man, leaving the Harbor District, time to take a shortcut through the entire fucking city. And that can happen, I guess, if he wants out this way. If he wants to leave that way. But there's the tram line. I like it. We placed the tram stations manually when we set up the line, so just like the shoulders on the road in Rockfield. The sidewalk just widens a little bit to accommodate a tram, so that's fine. So yeah, we'd want to stop here, and then that should be... You can pretty much walk all of the waterfront if you get off on this tram stop, I feel. How many... They walk like 150 squares, I think I read. God damn it, why are you in the negative? I don't understand what's forcing it to be negative. I literally moved it and then it's up in the... What the fuck is... How far away is the waterfront? Yep. It's not 150, that's for sure. They'll be able to walk the whole waterfront if we put a tram station down here for them. That's cool. And then we'd also have to hide the tram depot somewhere down here. Yeah, so the tram kind of comes through here. Maybe? I don't think it would connect. I think it would probably just cut through here and then loop around on itself at some point. Maybe a station, so then you can, you can walk through here and then catch the tram into Harbor, or ride the tram all the way over here. There's a lot of potential with the tram. I think we'll visit that later when we come back for next time, but we've got the rail access.
You're listening to the classics, the city's home for the hits from
A city's
80s,
starting to
90s
form.
and onward. 17.
What really sucks is this looks really fun. Like, I like the wall, but this is a really weird bend now that we're here.
From those eras who don't go away.
It's a weird bend. Let's see if I can actually smooth this out and then maybe try to match it with the key. widen this curve a little bit? We sure can't. Okay, get rid of that one. What if we add this one? Okay, yeah, that's just making it fucking worse. Yeah, I wanted this to be a little bit smoother. Not like a tram can handle that, obviously, but compared to the rest of our curves, this is another weird one. Again, it's not a problem for the cars or the tram. It's just actually there's a bit of an incline here I don't like. 15%. Wow. That's a problem. There we go. Now it's a bunch of sixers. Definitely meets up with that key in a fucking hurry. Then that would turn into a regular pedestrian pathway really fun. Let's make sure it actually does. If you remember from Riverside, the paths meeting up with keys got a little fucking janky. Just get rid of the bike path here. Yep. If it does that little squirt at the end, that's how you know it's actually merging. I'm just not sure what to put here. Maybe nothing. Maybe just some shrubbery. So a little closer to the sidewalk. That does look nice how it almost completely lines up with it. I really like that. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just place the shrubs. Hopefully we can. It's really hard to place stuff near keys, as you recall. Cluster of bushes. Fuck you. I had prop anarchy off apparently. Oh no, we can shrub up right up against this fucking thing. Perfect. Regular bush. This. So maybe it's a little wild for being in like a tourist part of town and stuff, but maybe a rock. Rock is too big. I wish I had a little more robust selection of rocks. I keep saying I'll grab those, Man, it does not want to fucking play nice. With this, wow. Seeing the snapping? I could maybe move it with the move it tool, that is. That's a little bit better. So here you go. There's like a little bit of nature encroaching there on the retaining wall. Because I mean, you can use this sidewalk, maybe nobody really does. Maybe nobody really walks on that side. And then yeah, you take the Harbor, well this would be Harbor Road by the way, Briar Rose Street. Harbor Way. I forgot, we already planned ahead with that. Harbor Way goes all the way to that intersection, which God, I fucking hope that intersection doesn't get overloaded. Because it's too close to the train ditch for a roundabout. We might be able to fiddle with the, like I said at the very beginning, we might be able to fiddle with the traffic speed on this road. Like, could look just like Rosewood, but it might actually be very slow. This might be a 20-mile-per-hour road, and everyone's like, I don't drive down that part of Harbor Way. It takes too long. So then that would just keep the, why the fuck can I not delete these things? There's a junction here. I don't like that. I kind of want to make this bridge something else, but we don't really have a lot to work with. It's a 4-lane. I think we have a European bridge, maybe. This 4-lane. It's an American 6-laner. We can get the 4-lane truss, which is what we had in Old Stenchburg. European 2-laner. European 4-laner. We are in Europe. I think I can undo this. So let's try it. Oh, thank God, it defaulted to ground. That looks shitty. How fucking dare you? That's not what I pressed. It did not like the undo. Are you auto-saving or are you just crashing on me? Okay, there we go. Wow, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but it is mad. It is just... It's placing them one over top of another. Look at that. That was weird. Anyways. That's a 2-lane. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't fit in. Same with this guy. I guess it's not terrible. Let's try to make it completely line up with the bridge. So it looks like the brickwork starts right where the key is. And this is not going well at all. Alright, well, definitely not straight. But there's like a bit of a truss bridge there, which might look nice when the train zips under it. So it's almost time to call it here. In the grand scheme of things, we didn't get a lot done. It was mostly brainstorming, but the Stinkenheim's got some framework to it. None of the local roads have been laid out yet. I said we'd expand Puyallup Glade to benefit from this. Here, it's also a nice little hill over the highway. It might... Does Puyallup Glade capture that? Puyallup Glade does not capture that whole hill. Someone else will take advantage of that. Got a tram line to help service the Harbor District and get people into the rest of the city and vice versa. There's a little bit of land here, which I think I'm going to claim a little bit more of because I'm greedy and I love to build on flat land. You know, it's... Dealing with elevations would be a very useful skill to have in city skylines, but alternatively, I'd like to just actually finish a city. Don't really get any cities up to the 70,000 mark. What did Justin said his city was at? I think he had one at like 50 or 90,000. Obviously, those are two very different numbers. I'll just say I forget which number he said. But let's just get a little greedy and try to get as close to the border as we can here, because we want... This collector's not helping us too much if there's nothing over here to build on. I mean, this is just a fucking mountain now. It might be... Maybe it wouldn't build right next to a fucking mountain, in all seriousness. This feels a little greasy doing that, actually. Maybe one day we'll buy that tile and smooth out the mountain, figure something else out, because, yeah, that is really fucking fugly now. I made it too flat. It would be cool if there was ore in it, because then we could sort of have like an ore mine cut into the side of the mountain, but we don't, and it doesn't. This this is going to be tricky too, because we have to disperse this cargo traffic everywhere. Yeah, not a lot of locals here. It's going to hopefully be density and, I don't know, just the aesthetic of the Harbor District. I guess, like I said last time, Riverside is exactly wrong. Riverside's not a very tightly packed neighborhood. It's not a lot. Actually, Riverside, 1,000 people live there. How many jobs are there? 1,000 people live there, 1,000 people work there. So that's almost 1 for 1. So that's actually great. That, in theory, that means the people that live in Riverside stay in Riverside. Which I read is another way to deal with traffic, is to make sure that jobs are near people so they don't do shit like work in Stinkenheim and then fucking drive all the way to the shopping mall in Farthington. Anyway. Sounds a little depressing, but I guess you want them to live their life in as small of an area as possible. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get cracking on these local roads. I think we're going to start to wrap it up. We're going to get rid of our little railway sandbox, which I would have liked, but it's too fucking wide. It's too wide. Which is a shame, because we actually ended up only having the one road go across it, so we could have used this wide version with those Goldberg access shafts. Oh well. Because if we actually... No, that wouldn't have worked. It would have been neat if we could have somehow made the train ditch go all the way to here, so it was like a continuous key wall, retaining wall thing we had going on, but we didn't. But this helped us brainstorm some shit. So I think it is almost time to wrap up. I really do want to pop back tonight and work on this some more. I don't know if I'll have the time, though. I hope I will. Because nothing happened. We played Roundabout Construction Manager for 3 hours, didn't we? It looks nice. I'm gonna be furious if nobody fucking uses it properly. Huh. Nope, these are the right trees. It's this section he was not using the right tree. There we go. Don't you dare get rid of the medians, thank God, because all we did was change the trees. Actually, no, this is right. It's a little hard to tell at a distance when it's the wrong piece of road like this. Because it almost looks like the vanilla avenue, but we changed the tree just to look a little bit nicer zoomed in. I would have liked it better if this wasn't dirt and we could make that green, but we don't have access to that ability with any of the mods I have right now. Yeah, so it looks like a nice gentle slope up towards the mountain once you leave Riverside. And then, it's very sharp, but it does still kind of look mountainous. Let's try to smooth it. Maybe we don't need this much land. It looks really dumb. Drag it down, bring that mountain down, give it a pinch. It's God stuff. It's straight click for strong, right? Yeah. Especially we out here by Rockfield, we probably don't need this land. Definitely a mountain, but it also looks a little more of a natural incline. Not everywhere, but I mean, like, it's reasonable for a tree to grow at that angle, I think. And we still did claim some land for this city. This is very narrow. I don't even know what we'd put here. Because you don't want to put services along a collector. And it can't be a park, because then fucking tourists will use it. This is a noodle scratcher right here. Some very tight spaces.
Back again with another email that
And
asks,
then
what did society look like outside of the concert halls of old Europe?
see a harbor
That's a good
district,
question.
and then
Not all of the members
pretty
of
much
old European
all this
society
stuff
were
along the
famous
rail
music
corridor,
composers.
and here along the mountain would be that rock
Quite the
field,
opposite.
like
The
Old
makeup
Town,
of European
weird
society
angle
was
shit with our
roughly
local
20%
roads, I feel.
plants, 10%
Which is a little
vegetables,
cheaty because we can get these
50%
high density
channels,
like brick buildings which actually hold a lot of fucking
20%
people. 9
Thanks
households,
for the message. And remember, you can
4
always let
workers.
the flow of
Actually,
thoughts
these actually don't
come
hold a
out,
lot.
as we have resolved
It's
our
because they're
ability to
not
speak with our
historical,
intimate
so they
citizens
can't.
alike.
Sorry,
Enjoy.
they can't level up. If we flag them as historical, they could level up, and that would stop the building from changing. A lot more people move in, but that might make Rockfield too big. And right now, it's going down. But I think 7,000 to 10,000 people is a good size for Rockfield. I think it might feel a little weird to have like 20,000 people in such a small area, but I think we actually will do that in Stinkenheim, is when we get these like European and Paris-style brick buildings, is we flag it as historical so that it maintains its shape, but then it levels up and like doubles the density. Because this is really the main part of our map. Yeah, like this would be sort of Old Town, and then we're trying to gentrify with newer buildings and maybe some. No, I think it would still probably be the weird angled roads. Lots of alleys with warehouses on it, and then there also might be some industrial use here. Really along these train tracks, I think we'd have some industrial use, and then some offices and commercial. And then as we get closer to the Redmond Parkway, which is probably a new like post-war road, things would get more British and modern city center. So we're gonna have multiple districts, unfortunately, just so we can get the right theming. We could use Find It actually and place it. We'll see. We'll see what kind of districts, because it could be like Old Harbor District, and this would be Old Town, and then this could be a district over here on the other side of the collector, and then of course there's New Stenchburg and Hamburger Heights. But Hamburger Heights, I think we'll stay on this side of the highway for now when we come back next time and really get this localed up. I want that tram service. We got to figure out where to put a subway station. I mean, they'll take the tram to the Old Harbor District, but we probably also need to get the Harbor subway station. Just people are fucking in love with the subway. So like Old Harbor needs one. And actually, also, we also need a hub basically, don't we? Where is it? Where is it? Wow, is that a post office? The post for robbed. That is a nice looking building. It can sort 80,000 pieces of mail per week, and it has 20 vans and 4 trucks. 20 vans, sorts 8,000 per week. This sorts 80,000 per week. This only costs $80 a week. This is a cheater building. This is a building for cheating. At the same time, though, these post offices look kind of weird. I might try to find some other post offices for later. But where's the hubs? We want stuff like the monorail bus hub. No, we want the metro. No, we want a metro bus hub. Ferry and bus. Where's metro and bus? Train metro. Metro intercity. Metro intercity bus. It's decided to guide people to and from the city. They can switch between the intercity bus and the metro, providing citizens and tourists with easy access. Okay, so this would get tourists in and off the fucking highway, so they would use our public transportation. This is nice. So this is a metro station that soaks up tourists coming in on like Greyhounds. And then this is people that already live in the city getting sucked into the metro from the bus. Yeah. So we want the bus metro. And then, well, technically, no. We'd want the metro intercity bus because we can just have local buses get sent there. What does this thing look like? $65,000. We're slowly chipping away at our nest egg. Only $7 million left, guys. Let me just get a good look at this thing. See, it's a bus terminal that's also a subway station. So this thing is fucking massive, but it's a big deal. And then I suppose just for aesthetics, we can also have express buses, which would probably never get use. The metro would get way more use. Like, we can have a Rockfield Express train, right? But then we can also have a Rockfield Express bus, which people wouldn't use. They'd prefer the metro, but you could say that maybe the bus leaves at a different time, or just if you miss the train or you can't afford the train or whatever, you would take the bus instead. Like, let's say, for example, you go to Farthington University and they give you a bus pass. And it's a little bit cheaper to catch the bus into Stinkenheim and then transfer to the Farthington Express bus than it is to take the subway train all the way in. Which is doubtful. I think the student commuter train would always be a bargain and way quicker, but this building will really help us concentrate all our bus traffic and get those people into the subway. So that's a great building. Don't know where we'll put it. Maybe New Stenchburg. Maybe over here, because then people can get into Riverside as well. Maybe this might be a good idea, because then you can also put a tram stop right here. This might be a good idea, but we're gonna lose a lot of this last chunk of land here. But again, it's a weird piece of land. So the trick would just be getting it onto the collectors without causing too much trouble. I like this, though. I like this as our metro hub, because then it's like you've got the walkable area, and this can sort of be like another like a man-made little patch of wilderness to just walk through and relax. And then, yeah, then you can just leave the hub. Maybe you're waiting for your bus, and you run over here to the mall. Or maybe you're from, like, Mustard Meadow, and you catch the bus, and it drops you off here at the hub, and you walk over to the mall, and that's where you do your shopping, and then maybe you catch the subway, and then it's off to visit your uncle in Farthington, or maybe your friend's a college student there, and you're going to a party, and then you take the train back, and then you hop back on the bus to Mustard Meadow, and that's your day. Or maybe it's not. Maybe your day's not over, and you take the tram to the Harbor District and go to a microbrewery. I like that. Let's map that out, because if I don't stream tonight, it's not going to be until Wednesday, and I'm going to forget. Cozy Park. This is not a permanent district. This is just so I remember. This is Transport Hub site. Definitely some challenges on this map. I really feel if there wasn't a river here, if I could get over here, we'd have so much more room to work with. But some interesting challenges with the river. I mean, it gave us Riverside, which I love, and hopefully I will also love the Old Harbor District when I finish it. And it kind of gave us Delta States, which was our first custom neighborhood. This is when we really went off the fucking rails with the landscaping, which then gave birth to Rockfield. Probably my favorite part of Rockfield is the shape of it. I really like this little bit of landscaping tail. It's almost like a little whale. A whale that grows pigs. But I think it's time to wrap up. Like I said, I really want to come back later tonight and get these local roads placed. Maybe start actually getting some people moving into the town. Of course, we lose, well, that part of the screen blocked off now, but we're losing 11,000 people per week once we unpause, because it's just accounting for everyone in the ruins moving away. So we want these buildings placed back so that the jobs come back and then the workers come back. And then we get positive money, and then it starts to look like a real city. Because again, before it was just a slum that we were bolting shit onto it to unlock stuff. Oh, you know what? One thing we need to account for next time is there's no Valerio Boulevard. We have to build a new Valerio Boulevard. Because that was the heart of Old Stinkenheim, and I feel that should live on. Maybe here, maybe over by the train ditch, because Valerio Boulevard would be an old road. That might be a little too close, because there's a collector intersection here and a collector intersection here. So a collector intersection right here. That might be a little too close, but if we have a collector go from here and follow the train ditch over to here, that would be Valerio Boulevard. So then there's quite a few collectors to get around the city, and then we'll just have to manage the traffic. I think we're in a lot better shape than we were with the old Stinkenheim. So hopefully all this planning pays off, and I hope to see you next time when hopefully that's the case. Thanks for watching, and until then.